in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma's offense will get the first swing of the game. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll leave it with him. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Off the RPO, complete. Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, you know, fall over in your seats.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet is the 45. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Lets it fly. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback making adjustments. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Wildcats want to move quickly. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Into the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Offense lining up quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Kentucky going quickly. Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Wildcats! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give on the inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Midfield, he's got room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Looking to throw on 3rd. Quick completion on the out route. Turning it on. Touchdown, Kentucky. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man in the middle. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down? Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Give to the running back. There he goes. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Right on the money. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He's got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know,
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Kentucky!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Oh, he's got a chance. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense getting set for first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. They want to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They're working that left side. They finally get to him. But what a play there to the first down. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And it's complete.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and
unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Gives it on the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Had to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Sets up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Ready to fire from the pistol. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
So now it's second and long. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now facing a third and long. They just keep firing. Working the middle. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Kentucky. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Gives it on the option. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's the handoff.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They booted away on fourth down. Looks it in at the 40. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Kentucky right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first.
Lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult.
Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Here's a heat. The throw. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they get to the quarterback and knock it down back at the 16.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense, understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack, you get the rock.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's touchdown Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns for the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. On the move from inside his 5. Hits it with a stiff arm. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it down the left. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just They need to find something that they do really, really well, and running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Dragged down at the 43, but they got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Got it in the middle. It's Miranda. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He breaks a tackle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.